And we are live. Welcome to the OTS show. Typically you see Tom Coleman in this spot, and he's going to be a little bit late. And also, I'm assuming Dustin Slade is going to be a little bit late. But with me is Catherine Wilfong. Hi, Catherine.
Hey Arizona, how's it going?
It's going really well. Getting ready for the holidays. How about you?
I am trying to get ready for the holidays. I hate that word trying, but with the holidays, that seems to be, one of those words that pops up for me a lot. So, yep, yep. How about you?
Yeah, we're going to have a gathering of today's Vision staff over for Thanksgiving, which we have a big potluck, which ought to be a lot of fun.
I would love to be able to join you for that. It sounds awesome. You know, Especially since you're doing some gluten-free stuff, right?
Yeah, well, one of my staff members, Janine, just found out that she has to keep a gluten-free diet. So of course, the turkey is gluten-free. I'm going to make a special dish of trifle for her that's gluten-free, as well as the gluten version for the rest of us. We'll do mashed potatoes, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I've been gluten-free for a while, so I really do wish I could be there for that because it's nice when you can go someplace and you're just able to pig out on everything and not have to worry. So
I can imagine. I have never, although I don't do a lot of bread or noodles, I've never maintained a serious gluten-free diet.
Well, I feel a lot better since I started it. So it works for me, but yeah, and I love to be able to eat all kinds of things at Thanksgiving. So anyway, I really do wish I could be there.
I do too.
Yeah, awesome. Turkey.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the holidays,
Uh-huh.
one of the big things that people like to do at the holidays, or I did, is make slideshows of pictures to send out to people. And it also is a great way to get your business on YouTube. And Tom was the one who sold me on the importance of YouTube. Have you played around with getting any videos out there yet?
I have only one video out on YouTube, and it was from a long time ago when, well, actually it was about a year ago when Boulder had a huge flood. And so it was just about an actual event that happened in Boulder, not anything related to my business. But I am in the process of coming up with ideas for what I want to put out on video. And I'm excited about learning what to do. Yeah.
Well,
I'm ready to hear all you have to share about what video.
This is not the Arizona Low Show. It is the OTS show.
I think you know a lot, so I'm ready to hear it.
All right. Well, kind of what I thought I'd do is take you on a screen share. Do you have Movie Maker? If you don't have Movie Maker, it is a free download from Microsoft.
I do have Movie Maker. It's the little film strip at the bottom of my computer band. It has little orange things in the middle of the film that goes up, and I just looked at it and it says Movie Maker, so yay. And
that is it. Okay, I'm going to do a screen share.
All right.
And y'all don't have to look at me anymore.
Oh. Well, you look nice today. I really like that color on you. So
thank you. And we're going to go into Movie Maker. So this is what the screen looks like when you open it up. And since we're going to do just like a real quick photo share type thing, you want to put a title into it. Oh, come on, do this for me. I think I fibbed. Let's just start a new project. I was playing.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now, with this Movie Maker, is this after you've taken a video with your phone? Is this like you load a video into Movie Maker, like you load a JPEG, but another file into Movie Maker,
Yes,
correct?
you can load videos as well as your photos, and they don't have to be JPEGs. They can be PNGs.
Okay.
I'm not sure. After Effects allows us to load Photoshop files, but I'm not sure that Movie Maker does.
Okay, so you can load photos, or you can load videos, or you can load anything into Movie Maker. And
Exactly.
okay, cool. All
So
right.
you start off by entering a title.
Okay.
So we'll leave it. It comes up with a generic. Um, we'll put OT.
Arizona's. Oh, I was going to say Arizona's movie.
Oh no, this isn't about Arizona. So once you get that done, oops. Just click on.
O's show starring Arizona and Catherine.
Then you click back over to home, and you see this add video and photos.
Okay.
That's where you click to add in whatever you want. So I could very easily load this awful trial video, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Go over to my Dropbox and just pick some pictures. One of the important things when you're doing pictures to make a really good looking show is to ensure that they're all the same size.
And how do you do that?
You pick your pictures before you start creating your video and resize them using PhotoFlex or online, which is FOTOFLEXER.com.
Wait, I'm sorry. So to make sure that it's a good-looking video, you make sure that the pictures are all the same size, and you can use PhotoFlexer to do that.
Photoflexer.com is a great tool online to use.
Okay.
But you know, if you have Photoshop or if you have another image editing piece of software in your computer, you can use that as well. So I'm just going to pick out.
Okay.
I know these are all the same size.
Awesome. No, that's a really good tip. Thank you.
You're welcome. These are from my from Hot Reads on today's Visions, and you can see that you now have over on the right side. You have the actual film strip now.
Okay.
So once you get this done, this is where it gets fun. You can start adding, well, to begin with, you can start with the theme, and it comes with several different themes. No, I don't want to add music right now. So you can see what these different themes do. I don't particularly care for that one, nor that one.
Well, no, I don't see what the themes do. What do? They just add colors and
they add different effects to the show. So if I add this theme, if you can see it playing, it's a particular effect that it adds, so it just automatically starts things up really nice.
Gotcha. Now, how long do these film strips run? Are they all the same length?
It varies from how long or how many images you have and how long you want each image to last.
Okay.
So once you put an image in, if you double click on the image over in the film strip, it comes up with the duration.
Oh, okay, so you can change that.
Yeah, I can make one last 20 seconds or as short as 1 second. And you can actually type into this box too. So let's say I wanted it to be...
Those aren't minutes, those are seconds.
Right, they're seconds.
That's good to know. I would have thought that was minutes.
So, you know, you can type into the box and I've done this on occasion where I'm trying to line up the music with the flow of the pictures.
Right.
I will juggle with the duration of the slide to make it to where it sounds, you know, it's flipping at a moment when the music is making a transition.
That is good to know. So, so when you're in editing, you can actually listen to the music and you can change the duration and have the slide change with the music that's playing based on the duration.
Right.
Awesome.
Now the other thing you can do if you click on one of your images, is go to visual effects, and you can actually do some really weird things with graying it out, making it black and white, making it blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the animations. And I highly encourage, for a good looking show, not to overdo the animations. You want to do and try to keep them fairly consistent. So if you choose this as your animation, then leave it, that way throughout the whole show.
And Arizona, you have a background in photography and fine art. So I know that what you're recommending really is something that people should take notice of.
Well, it's all goes about consistency. I'm sure everybody has heard that a website should look consistent. You want the same look throughout so that people don't think they've gone to another website.
Okay.
You have the same thing with a video. You're looking for the consistency. Does it all flow together smoothly and look pretty?
So if you don't change too many animations, if you just stick to one animation, then it kind of flows consistently, especially with these smaller YouTube videos. It has the same look, and it doesn't look choppy.
Right.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay.
Another thing that, and I can't show you this because it will knock me off the broadcast if I do, you can actually do a webcam video.
Okay.
Right from here. So you can record a video right from Windows Maker.
Okay, so if you want to insert something that you want to talk about into what you're recording, you can do that. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, let's go back to the holiday and sending out a animated greeting card to your family.
Oh, okay.
So you could come on, have your title, and at the very beginning, have a video with you and your family saying Happy Holidays, or at the end, Merry Christmas.
And then you can have a lot of pictures of what happened throughout the year, flip through to some music.
Exactly.
Oh, I gotcha.
And if you want to explain the pictures, then you can record a narration, which is right below the webcam video button.
Okay, and that's when you could get into the duration piece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So for a free, and this comes free with most Windows Movie Maker is a free program.
It is, which is incredible because it's really a powerful program. Some of my very first videos were all done with this, and almost all my final videos I run through here.
Wow, this is very nice. Okay.
Now, as you're going through your screens, let's say you want to add a caption to a particular screen. There is a button right here, if you can see it, that will add a caption, and you can just type in whatever you want. And it also has a duration. You can sit and just simply drag it out to make it longer or to move it around.
Okay.
Or you can change the texturation from this drop down. Then we go click back on the home button, which is where all the basics.
If you wanted to say, like, that's a picture of your son or daughter, you could enter their names there and say what they're doing or where they were at that time, just for prosperity. So
exactly.
Awesome. Okay.
The other thing that is really cool is even if you record a narration, you can add music that will run through the whole thing.
Gotcha. Okay, and so that's what you were talking about before when you had been editing. You were changing the duration of each strip to sync up with the music that you added.
Right.
Awesome.
And it has within it 3 free places to get music, and I have had the best luck with this free music archive.
Really? Okay.
They have some great, great clips.
Okay. And
Um,
so the clips, how long are the clips? It doesn't sound like it's a full length thing when you say clip.
Most of them are, I mean, there are some full length. You'll find some that are 5 minutes, 10 minutes long.
Hmm.
But what you want to do is design your entire show first.
Okay.
Then you know, okay, so we're sitting at a minute 5 seconds. So we
Right.
can go out and look for something that is right around that length.
That's a good idea. So design the show and then look for the music.
Right, so you're finding something that's close to.
Okay.
And I lost us. There we go. When you get to the end of your video, once you've done all this, and it's already done that, you add your credits.
Okay.
And your credits is the directed by, yada, 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 um, or whatever else you want to say at the very end of your video. This is a great place if you're doing this for a business.
Hmm.
Let's say that for you, you do a video showing all your services, and at the end you could say, connect to me on Twitter. Here's how to do that. Connect to me on Facebook.
Ah, so okay, so the credits is a really good place to put a call to action in.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So, and that is the quick, down and dirty on Windows Movie Maker.
I like it. Thank you. I really am not as scared to open that program now.
You shouldn't be.
Well, I'm scared to open my computer. Every time I turn my, I need to give a shout out to, oh wait, I wrote his name down because I told him I would. Nate with, let's see, I wrote it, let's see. He helped me out. He hooked me up. His name is Nate, and he's with Premier Support. I believe that's the name of the company. And he got my computer up and running. Because I could, it wasn't even up and running. So
Oh, wow.
I told him, I said, I'll give you a shout out on today's show if you. He says, I told him that. I said, hey, I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, let's see, Premier Support.
Well, you know what? You can give him a louder shout out because I'm going to have to drop off of here and drop back in
Okay.
because I froze. Google's messing up.
Oh, that happens. All right. Well, I'll just talk about Nate and Premier Support, and I'll wait for you to come back in.
I'll be right back.
So anyway, since we're waiting for Arizona to come back in, we're gonna when she comes back in, we're going to continue to talk about slideshows, and then we're also going to continue to talk about probably a little bit more about movie making. And luckily, like I said, my computer is up and running. Thank you, Nate. I told you I would give you a shout out. Woohoo! I am going to have to call you again because I do have something else going on, but that is the nature of computers, and thank goodness. And if you buy a computer and you're not technically savvy, I do recommend buying support to go with it. So there you go. What can I say? Hopefully Arizona will be back in to join today's show. What else is going on? Thought Dustin Slade would be here today to talk a little bit more because I know that he makes award-winning videos for YouTube, but he's not here, and I don't know exactly where Tom is, but I love having Arizona here to show me all this, so it's awesome. So,
And I'm back.
woohoo! Yay, there you are. So anyway, I gave Nate another shout out, and I said I thought we were probably going to be talking about slideshows too. Is that correct?
Well, that is how I do my slideshows.
Oh, so you do slideshows there too, not just movies, not just
Well,
YouTube.
it makes a movie file. I don't make slideshows like web slideshows very often.
Okay. Well, that's why I thought Dustin was going to be here because I know he does that slide share. And
So does Tom. Have you ever gone out there and checked it out?
I have not been on SlideShare to check it out, so that's why I thought that Dustin might be here to share because I know that he had the #1 SlideShare on Facebook
Did
for
he?
yeah he did. So it would be interesting to find out exactly what he did to achieve that because I think that's pretty interesting and. But so you actually use Movie Maker to create the slides. So it's the same process then.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome. I like it. And
Good.
yeah. So anyway, what else is going on, Arizona, with today's visions?
Oh, today's visions is we're starting several hangouts. We have Talking Art, which has been running for 3 weeks, or
Uh-huh.
this will be its third week. And this week we're going to talk about the healing power of art.
Mm.
And we have a special guest star, Joyce Dickens, with us, going to join us. And Mark Myhaver is my co-host.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
then we have Thinking Out Loud,
Uh-huh.
which will begin as another hangout on there.
Okay.
And its air date is December 5th. And Rain Dow is going to be my wing person. She's going to be running my comment tracker for
Awesome.
me.
Yay.
Yay. And then Technofair, I'm still waiting for people to bring their technical issues to me and being willing for me to walk through kind of like I did with Movie Maker. And until somebody says, hey, I'm willing to be on air and share my problem with you, I'm just doing regular videos. I'm just
Okay.
recording videos for it.
Cool. Awesome. So
So
that's good.
that's, other than that, we're open for people to join. The front page looks much better.
Cool. That sounds good. That sounds good. And what you have just that's a lot going on.
It is. And staying organized is the only way I can keep it going is to keep myself just very organized, run list.
Hmm. Oh yeah, because the I don't know. There's a lot to those shows, to these shows.
I meet like with Joyce. I met with her twice to get her comfortable with Hangout on there
Hmm.
before we actually go live on it.
Right. Exactly. And then finding guests to come on.
People who are willing to put their face in front of the camera.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, it takes a lot to have a show come on every week, and you're doing what 3 or 4 now,
3.
so including this one.
Not including this one. 3 of my own.
Yeah. So that I mean that's just craziness. That's craziness.
Yeah, but, generally, unless I get a call from Tom at 10 o'clock at night, generally I don't, for this one, it's just a matter of showing up, do a little bit of research ahead.
Yeah. So well, awesome. So anyway, I'm trying to think what else is
Well,
going on with the slides, or I think we went over everything technical there is.
I think so, and you can actually upload to YouTube directly from Window Maker.
That's a good thing to know, being able to upload to YouTube.
YouTube, there's several of them listed that you can just automatically upload, which is wonderful. It saves the movie in the format you need
Hmm.
and puts it up there.
And being subscribed, having your own channel, I think that's important.
I think so too.
So, and having people having the ability to subscribe to your channel.
And that a key to that is putting an annotation into every video saying subscribe to this channel. And it's an annotation that they can just click on and it will automatically subscribe them.
So, and where do you put that? Where would you put that?
I tend to put mine at the end, but I'm rethinking that because, especially with these longer 30-minute shows, I'm not sure that doing it at the end is the way people drop off. And
Right.
so maybe putting it toward the beginning would be better.
Yeah, people have ADHD, ADD.
Well, we live in that immediate gratification world.
Exactly, exactly. And so, in Movie Maker, is there a button that automatically has that, or how do you do that?
Once you upload it to YouTube, you can edit the movie, and within that, you'll see a button that says annotations.
Gotcha.
And it's very simple. Tom stepped me through it in about 5 minutes one day.
Okay, so in YouTube, in the editing in YouTube, you do that. Okay, that's good to know. All right.
So what's going on in your world on the web?
On the web, just working on getting my other site up and running, and I'm going to be talking to you about that, obviously. But that's a whole new endeavor, working on that. So I'm interested in expanding that, and but there's so much more that you can do with WordPress, right?
Oh, WordPress is, my opinion, the strongest CMS system on the market right now. And when you add to the fact that it's free, that makes it even better.
So, yeah, so that's it's just, there's just so much to it. And
WordPress has this incredibly huge community that supports it. So there's a ton of coders who create plugins and other coders who create themes for it. So its ability is constantly evolving and growing.
so it's kind of like a living, breathing entity itself.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. So I've just kind of been looking at it, going, okay, it's time to go that way, and
Catherine, it's time to go that way.
kind of go that way.
When I'm talking with my clients, that is my first and my strongest recommendation, is that they go with WordPress.
Yeah. To get my site up, it was just so much easier because I don't have the coding background. So just to plug and play, what I did was just plug and play. So the WordPress just kind of scares me.
It shouldn't. WordPress is, seriously, with most hosts, I know on my hosting service there is a button that you can click to install WordPress. It sets up the database for you. It sets up the WordPress program. And then everything else is plug and play.
Okay. Yeah, I guess from my generation, I have the problem of thinking about database, and when I had to do programming when I was in college, it was just hard. It was difficult. I can't even remember what language I had to program in, but it wasn't even C. It was before C. I had to feed cards into a computer. I mean, I don't even know what I had to do. I barely passed computer programming. It was difficult.
You were probably either doing BASIC, Fortran, or COBOL, because that's where I started.
Fortran, that's what it was, and I could barely do it.
Fortran?
Yes.
Well, Fortran was the scientific language back then. COBOL was a business language.
Well, I was a business major, so I had to do two of them, and I have a business I have a BS, Bachelor's of Science, so I had to do two, two of them, and I could barely pass them. My mind does not work that way, and so I got scared. It was like, oh my God, what is this?
Well, I've been involved in computers. Um, wow, I started at 14, so a long time, a long time. And I started with Key Punch. I started with Basic, COBOL, Fortran, RPG, and I can remember the very first time I saw object-oriented programming, which is where things relate to what you actually see on the screen.
Right.
And I was just thrilled. I was like, this is so easy. This is so much
You're frozen.
better than what.
Yeah, because that's, see, in my mind, it nothing related. I couldn't understand it.
I can understand how you would feel that way. I struggle with COBOL.
So, and if you struggle with cobalt, imagine me.
And, today in today's coding world, it just is much simpler. And the GUIs is a graphical user interface, GUI. You'll see that used around, and those GUIs just make life easier for all users.
Hmm.
That's what gives you the point and play.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Play and play, yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, that's why I have such a problem, because it really, really gave me fear, like lots of fear.
Well, and that's the other reason why I started the Techno Fear section of videos, because my opinion
Hmm.
is that there's nothing ever to be afraid of.
Except when you were thinking that you're gonna fail college because you're having to take these programs.
Okay.
What the heck?
You know how many people I hear talking about that, oh, I'm scared to do this because I'm going to mess up the computer, or I'm scared to do this because I'm going to lose all my data.
Right, exactly.
Those type things
They're old fears I have, I'm sure.
and they're false evidence appearing real.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The way today's systems are set up, it would be incredibly difficult to lose everything on your computer, short of having a hardware problem.
Mm-hmm. So that's where my fears come from. That's the fears that originate my stuff.
Well, we are out of time, and the guys never showed up. What is with that?
Well, we had a great movie making demo, and I learned a lot. Thank you. And now I understand more about why I'm scared of computers. So, yeah, now that makes sense. So,
It was a lot of fun today, but seriously, don't. When you sit down, you can play. You can really play around, and if something messes up, you trash it and you play again. You'll waste time, but not waste time. You'll spend a lot of time doing it, but you will learn.
so thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you.
This is
You
good.
want to give everybody your website address before we go?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Catherine Wilfong at balancedergy.com. So hopefully you can read that on the screen. BALANCEDENERGIE.com. And please check out my website. And I give psychic readings, and also I can balance the energy in your home. If you're in the Front Range area or Boulder, Denver, that would probably be the best. I could do it remotely, but that takes a little bit more, but I am willing to work on that for you. So anyway,
Cool.
yeah, thanks.
Thank you, and thank you for joining us today.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
so we will see everyone later.
Ah,
Join me this afternoon on Talking Art.
thanks. Thanks, Arizona.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.